Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 48 hours, Counter-Strike has hit some new records. That being with the player count reaching over 1.6 million. That's the closest we've ever been to the all-time high during CS2's first debut a little over a year ago, as well as the amount of banned Gamba suppliers. That being with skins, and the dollar amount that was banned was ranging from $250,000 plus. This was most likely due to Valve's recent change to trading. But most importantly for today's commentary is the record of cheaters. That being in Premier, but also Faceit for Counter-Strike 2. And what if I told you this recent spike in player count, but also cheaters that you may have encountered in CS2 matchmaking is not something via download such as cheats, yet it's actual console commands. Yes, you heard me correctly, CS2 has had a bug where it was first discovered a few days ago where you could essentially enable SV cheats like you would in any other offline game with bots. Now, as of right now, it's not official, but Valve has sent out some shadow updates to resolve this, but I'm assuming there's probably going to be a statement later this week. And if you are new or don't know, if in some way, shape, or form this comes up again, that being right now or sometime in the future based off a recent update, please don't do this. It should be common knowledge. Valve will most likely come out with a statement, but also a big ban wave banning all the people who use this, just like most other third-party servers and clients have recently, though we'll touch on that later. Today's video, I want to break down the situation into further detail, but also ask a very important question. How did this slip through the cracks? Now, today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a buying, but most notably trading marketplace, that being for your CS2 items. You can trade off your old skins for something new. All you do is log in with Steam, you start a trade, and any cash remaining goes to your available balance on the site. When it comes to trading an item you don't have enough balance for on the site, SkinsMonkey has a large variety of deposit options. By using my code MANDO, you can get up to a free $5, and by depositing alongside using my code, you get an additional 35% of a deposit bonus. With SkinsMonkey's large variety of skins, they also offer daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. If interested, the link will be in the top of the description down below. Now, very quickly, I want to mention this video was originally made a few days ago, but I still want to release it and talk about the cheating situation, but also want to mention this should not go unnoticed. If us, the players, stay quiet, Valve won't ever hear or know that there's any problems. Firstly, for today's commentary is what it was and how it worked. Now, at the time of writing this script, but also figuring out this was working, I refused to get my own footage since I don't want to risk the reputations of my account pretty much getting a game or VAC ban, which it seems as of today, as of me releasing this video and recording it, Valve has already handed out a few bans and more should be on the rise. Essentially, this is just SV cheats, and since it's the console command, you can also use this on Faceit and also other third-party sites, that being when it comes to playing the game itself. So pretty much any VAC secured server that has a really good anti-cheat such as Faceit, which I know they don't have the best anti-cheat, you can't stop all of them, you can cheat and it's pretty much an unfair match from there. Now, VAC itself has been a joke for the last decade, but I think now, and including the beginning of the limited test where this was also a problem, this is just the final nail in the coffin of how much VAC is a joke. Now, the one thing that I noticed that was very interesting was Faceit actually had a faster response time than Valve. For those who thought they could get easy elo on Faceit, well, you were quickly hit with a 2-year ban. Now, it's been discussed in the community if that ban is long enough. In my opinion, I don't think so. I think if you're risking your account, one, your Steam account, but also Faceit, you really don't care and you just want to win. I get that, but it's the integrity there. Those people might not actually cheat downloading something off Google, but it just goes to show their integrity for the future. And I think they should be handed out maybe a 5 to 10 year ban, if not forever. Because worst case scenario, they just change their IP, make a new Steam and Faceit account, and they're ready to go. Now, a big question that I have for Valve, but also us players, is what is Valve going to do? Valve, as recording this video, has already sent out DPR updates, essentially small updates here and there, nothing huge, nothing over 10 megabytes, but we still haven't received a statement or any sort of blog post from when this happened. Now, in my opinion, for me personally, I would like to see a statement of the situation, how this happened. I know they can't guarantee anything, but maybe something in how this can't happen again based off of what they can change. But I also think this would be a great marketing campaign for their anticipated anti-cheat, but highly doubt this will happen. Now, on the bright side of all of this, after the most recent CS2 Major in Copenhagen, CS2 devs during an after party were asked what they were working on, and well, they said an anti-cheat was the top priority for Counter-Strike 2. I personally believe this since it's come from pretty reputable sources, and just the fact that CS2 was supposed to launch with a new anti-cheat, but was halted last minute, I'm assuming to have last minute tweaks, and just time to cook in general. But this has been said, and I completely agree with it, that Valve doesn't want to release anything too early, especially have anything leak, since it's most likely very sensitive data. And if it gets leaked, well, people could already make cheats before it even officially launches. That's kind of what happened with CSGO, and they don't want that to happen again. Also to mention, this problem isn't entirely new. During the limited test in the early days of CS2's full release, console commands were broken, but not to this level and led thousands of players to being banned. The problem with it during its limited test and release is, well, some of those players were innocent. Putting in normal console commands as you would in CSGO got you banned in CS2. Now, for how many players that were innocent actually didn't get unbanned, I'm not sure, but I do know there is a fair share still. I'm assuming this just slipped through the cracks during the latest update on April 2nd, but that also goes to show that when 2 things are fixed, 1 to 5 more things are broken, such as this most recent problem. Now, an easy solution to this is just by taking a look at the 2 most recent blog posts, the first one being on 3/19, so March 19th and April 2nd last week. They are quite lacking with what they've fixed, added, changed, removed, you kind of get the rest. This most recent update, for an example, there was an an upgrade with FPS. Now, not for everybody, some actually downgraded, and I know they can't please everybody and put in all the small nitpicks and details, but something like that should be, well, pretty noted. Another example from last week's update is the trading situation. It could have gone more into detail of what actually got changed. You know, what are their thoughts for the future of trading inside Counter-Strike? Is it going to be a thing? Is it not? Are they just targeting and wanting to shut down Gamba sites? Now, after a couple days of the cheating situation occurring, I've played around 8 games and had 4 to 8 cheaters. Some of those people are pretty good at hiding it, and if it was from the console, I'm not sure. Some of those people also as well could have been using third-party cheats without them even knowing. You could do it for free and maybe not even risking a ban, but who knows? And another thing that doesn't really help with this is within the last month, after me playing maybe 2 to 3 Premier games a night, I'm coming across at least one cheater almost every single game. Playing with some of my friends who are a lower rank, we're playing with 10 to 15,000s. Some of these guys are dropping 30 plus kills, 80% headshot. You go look at the VOD and they look extremely sus. They look at you before you walk into a wall, certain corner, peek mid for an example, or look places they shouldn't be looking or otherwise wouldn't be, just with normal game knowledge. With that being said, this also explains the player count for why it was so high the past couple of days, most likely due to the ramp up in cheaters and that it was essentially free. I'm sure Valve is either going to mention this in the blog post or come out with a statement in the next couple of days. I'm praying for an anti-cheat to arrive soon. With that being said, if you guys encountered any cheaters, hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.